Welcome back to the Chaos Theory with your host Rahul. Today, we're diving into another riveting episode of the series 50 Days of Chaos, where we explore the intriguing connections between chaos and various disciplines. Yesterday, we took a fascinating journey through the chaos within social movements, unraveling the unpredictable yet powerful forces at play in shaping collective action. And now, in today's episode, we're delving deeper into the intricate web of chaos with online communities, with spotlight on chaos in social networks. From the incessant buzz of tweets to the labyrinth of Facebook groups, the digital world is teeming with dynamic interactions that often seem to defy conventional understanding. In this exploration, we'll peel back the layers of complexity to understand the underlying patterns and influences that govern social networks' chaotic nature. Through a human lens, we'll navigate the terrain of viral content, influential voices, and emergent phenomena, shedding light on how chaos manifests and evolves into these digital ecosystems. So buckle up and join us as we embark on a journey through the tangled web of online communities. Unsuppressed lurks around every virtual corner. Welcome to the Chaos Theory, where chaos meets curiosity and understanding awaits. So picture this. The online social networks are like bustling cities, buzzing with activities and connections. Now think of each user as a building in the city, and the connections as streets linking them together. When we analyze the structure of these networks, we are mapping out the city's layout. We are looking for clusters, which are like the neighborhoods where similar people hang out together. Then there are hubs, which are like busy intersections where lots of roads meet. These hubs often represent influential users who have a lot of connections. By understanding this layout, we can see how information flows through the city. We can figure out which neighborhoods are close-knit and which ones are more isolated. It's like having a map of the city. It helps us navigate the complex world of social networks and understand how communities are organized. Let's take a closer look at how people behave in social networks and how that adds to the chaos. It's like observing a busy marketplace, where everyone's interacting in their own way. We're interested in how users engage with each other, like who they're talking to and what they're saying. By studying these patterns, we can see how information travels through the networks, who's sharing with whom. This helps us to understand how certain ideas or content go viral, spreading like wildfire across platforms. Think of it as watching a ripple effect. One user shares something, then another, and soon it's everywhere. But it's not just about what's being shared. It's also about how people react to it. Sometimes, reaction can escalate things, leading to even more chaos. By studying these behavioral dynamics, we're essentially decoding the social dynamics of online communities. Let's dive into how influences and virality works in online communities. Imagine a game of dominoes. When one falls, it sets off a chain reaction. In social networks, influential users are like those first dominoes. Their actions and posts can spark a cascade of reactions across the network. We study these dynamics by tracking how information spreads. It's like watching a wave of move through a crowd of a stadium. We look at who shares content, who engages with it, and how quickly it spreads. This helps us pinpoint the key players driving the conversation and shaping opinions. But it's not just about who's influential. It's also about the impact they have. Their actions can shape the entire network, influencing what people see and how they interact. So understanding influence and virality gives us insight into dynamics that drive online communities. Let's talk about how certain patterns emerge in social networks, shaping the chaos we see online. Think of it like watching a flock of birds. Individual actions come together to create complex group behaviors. One phenomena we see is echo chambers, where people surround themselves with others who share similar views. This can lead to polarization, where opposing opinions become more extreme as they are enforced within these echo chambers. Then there are online tribes, groups formed around shared interests or identities. These tribes can strengthen bonds within the group, but also create divisions between different tribes. These emergent phenomena contribute to the chaotic nature of social networks by amplifying certain voices while silencing others. By understanding these dynamics, we can start to make sense of complex interactions happening online. Let's explore how social networks change over time, kind of like watching a garden grow and evolve with each passing season. Temporal analysis in social networks involves tracking the shifts in user behavior, network structure, and prevalence of topics or memes over time. For instance, imagine studying a popular online forum. You might notice that certain topics gain traction during specific times of the year. For example, discussions about fitness might peak around New Year's resolution or beach season, while conversations about politics might surge during election cycles. By analyzing these temporal patterns, researchers can gain insights into how online communities evolve and adapt. They can observe how users engage, fluctuates, identity trends in content consumption, and even predict future behaviors. Let's take the example of meme going viral. Initially, it might start slow, shared among a small group of users. But as time goes on, it gains momentum, spreading rapidly across network. Temporal analysis allows us to track this evolution, from its humble beginnings to its widespread popularity. Moreover, temporal analysis can also help identify anomalies or disruptions within the network. For instance, sudden spike in user activity or the rapid emergence of new topics could indicate external events or viral phenomena. In essence, temporal analysis offers a dynamic perspective on social networks, revealing how they adapt and transform over time. It's like watching a river flow, constantly changing yet always connected to the broader landscape of online interaction. Let's consider how algorithms play a pivotal role in shaping the chaos we witness in social networks. Think of them as invisible architects, silently molding the landscape of our online interactions. Recommendation algorithms, for instance, determine what content we see on our feeds, subtly nudging us towards certain topics or viewpoints. Content curation algorithms sift through the vast sea of information, deciding which stories surface and which remains hidden in the depths. Moderation policies act as a gatekeepers, setting the rules of engagement and shaping the discourse within online communities. These algorithms aren't just passive observers, they actively influence our experiences, shaping the narratives we encounter and the connections we forge. By investing the impact of these algorithms, we gain insights into how they amplify certain voices while silencing others. We uncover the mechanisms that underpin the chaos, from the echo chambers reinforced by recommendation algorithms to the polarization effects of content curation. Ultimately, understanding the algorithmic influence is crucial for navigating the complex terrain of social networks and mitigating the negative consequences of algorithmic bias and manipulation. In conclusion, our exploration to the chaos within social networks has unveiled a captivating tapestry of interconnected dynamics, from the intricate network structures to the behavioral patterns and emergent phenomena. We have witnessed how chaos manifests and thrives in the digital realm. Through temporal analysis, we have traced the evolution of online communities, while scrutinizing algorithmic influences has shed light on the unseen forces shaping our virtual interactions. Understanding these complexities is not merely an academic pursuit, but a vital endeavor in navigating the ever-changing landscape of social networks. As we draw the curtains on today's episode of the Chaos Theory, I invite you to reflect on the insights gained and ponder the complications of our digital lives. Join us tomorrow as we embark on a new journey, exploring chaos in society, examining social structures and systems. Together, we unravel the threads that bind us to the intricate tapestry of society, seeking to understand the chaos that lies beneath the surface. Until then, stay curious, embrace the chaos. And this has been Rahul from Chaos Theory, signing off.